The banks are stealing your XRP and you're not even noticing. In fact, the banks know that they have no way out except to give you their cash and take your XRP. This is not according to me. This is according to financial experts in the banking space. And this is from the mouth of a guy that worked for both the US government and the banks. And he's telling you that they're trying to offload their paper money in exchange for real products like XRP. Listen in.
What a gratis vendor is.
Yeah.
Because I was not going to go into the government. I was doing transition.
What is a gratis vendor?
A gratis vendor is an approved vendor for the United States of America that gives product to the government, doesn't sell it.
Okay.
So therefore, I don't have to go through the whole process of becoming a proper vendor because you're giving it to us. And then if you give it to Article 2, which is the president's stuff, then the president can accept it, right? Because it's give.
Sorry, what's an example of this? Like just to make
This is exactly why people have noticed that President Donald Trump's own wallet has been given a ton of XRP. And I've been reading this all over the place. He wasn't bought by the president, but rather it was given to the president. This can only be done using blockchain. That's where you get all the airdrop stuff. And this is extremely important because we're seeing on the XRP ledger that suddenly people are getting paid. They're getting given not money, but actual tokens on the XRP ledger. For example, one of the largest pop-up projects right now on the XRP ledger is a new decentralized media where journalists are being paid right on the XRP ledger without running through the banks. This is a massive, massive deal because the mainstream media industry is worth $2.5 trillion. And this BXE token on the XRP ledger has a total supply of only 500 million tokens. That is nothing. Just for context, Fox News alone is worth a whopping or has an annual revenue of $2 billion. If we spread just Fox News' revenue, yearly revenue, on the amount of tokens, we're talking about $4 per BXE token on the XRP ledger. And right now, BXE token is sitting at 3 cents. This is the context we're talking about. And this is happening on the XRP ledger. And one of the top node providers, this is the infrastructure for the XRP ledger, announced the Ban Exchange is demonstrating real-world high-volume utility on the XRP ledger, with decentralized media now operating fully on-chain powered by the BXE token. This is how much articles, this is how many journalists, and thousands of XRP ledger transactions every single month. This is extremely important, the thousands of XRP ledger transactions, because with every single transaction that happens, XRP gets burnt in that process. Now, I've mentioned BXE token early on because the utility is insane. And again, it's being powered by the XRP ledger. And if you take into context, for example, Solana hit a high of about $300, and Solana has a total supply of 600 million, so even more than the BXE token. So in theory, if the BXE token just hits the same market cap that Solana hit already, we would be talking about $400 to $500 per BXE token. And BXE token right now, for context, guys, is sitting at about 2.5 cents. That is nothing. Nothing, in my opinion, at least. It's not financial advice, guys. Do your own research. And I told you about it back when it was 1 cent, and this was only a few months ago. And even though the entire market collapsed and crashed out, BXE token is still sitting above. Now, here's the part that people don't understand. The only way you can access tokens on the XRP ledger, like BXE token, is through XRP. This is the way that XRP can give you Gains can give you profits. People always think that you have to hold XRP forever. That's the only way that you can make money. And that is not true, because the only way for you to be able to access XRP Ledger tokens, which include BXE token, which can react a lot faster than XRP to the market because it's so small in circulating supply. You're talking 500 million as opposed to 100 billion for XRP. But the only way to be able to access it is to be a holder of XRP, because you can only buy it using XRP. You can't even buy it using cash. That's what people don't understand. You cannot buy BXE token using cash. You have to buy it using XRP because it's on the XRP ledger. Now, it's recently launched also on MEX, but again, MEX does the process for you. They go on the XRP ledger and buy it, but it still only runs through XRP. Even if you see that USDT to BXE trade, it only means that they take your USDT, they convert it to XRP, and then they go on the XRP ledger, buy it, and then they give you the token. So it has to run through XRP. This is where XRP holders can make massive money without just holding your XRP. And this is why even the current price of XRP doesn't really matter whether it's up or down, because again, you need your XRP to be able to operate or buy things on the XRP ledger. And again, these things on the XRP ledger are making people so much money. I'm going to end my video with that. Remember, guys, we're doing our giveaway as soon as we hit 40,000 followers, and we're inching closer every single day. We're about 550 followers away. So just hit that follow button for your chance to win yourself some free XRP. If you're interested in knowing about the BXE token, I'll leave you some links in the post. And also, on top of that, I am letting you know that if you're a journalist and you want to get paid on the XRP ledger, you should check it out, right? Guys, this is not financial advice, but if you're a journalist, you don't even really have to buy BXE. Or if you're a citizen journalist and interested in reporting, you can jump onto banexchange.com, banexchange.com, and you can become a reporter and get paid right on the XRP ledger in BXE tokens. But you guys should definitely, in my opinion, look into the BXE token. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.